Hi everyone, my name is Mike Bryan, and I wanted to have a couple interviews of the other two critical components of our team, and one of those critical components happens to be Courtney Haug. Courtney, welcome.
Thanks.
And wanted to ask you a few questions today, and this is also an opportunity for clients, even before they come in and hire us for a case, to be able to get to know you a little bit better, understand what your role is, and even more interesting to some clients, what is your background, and what are your interests, and so that's part of really what we're doing here today. So first of all, what is your role here? What is your title here?
I am the Estate Healthcare and Wealth Preservation Case Manager, or as most of our people, when they come in and they meet with you the first time, you usually say, "This is my right hand."
This is true. This is true.
I am the main go-to person in addition to you. You'll see me at signings, and I'm the main person that deals with the Department of Job and Family Services and the VA, and just I'm their go-to person, I guess. It's the best way to say it.
And so, when someone's working on their estate planning, you'll be their first contact to help determine who they want to have as agent under their financial power of attorney, where they want their assets to go to upon their death, that sort of thing.
Correct.
And if someone's working on a Medicaid case with us or a veterans benefits case, obviously we'll be having discussions about what steps they should be taking, but you'll be in contact with either the Department of Veterans Affairs or Job and Family Services.
Correct.
So that takes up a great deal of your time, I know.
It does.
So that's an important part of your job. Aside from that, what are some of your I always like to ask about hobbies and interests, but even before we get into that, what is your background? Where did you grow up? And by the way, I know the answers to some of these questions already since she's been here for a long time, but tell us about your background.
Yeah, so I kind of grew up a little bit of everywhere. I'm more than willing to share my story with everybody, but I'm a military brat. So my dad was career military. I was born in Colorado, and my brother was in Kentucky. And I actually, after my parents divorced when I was about 8 or 9, I split my time here in southeastern Ohio. My family is from Caldwell, Cumberland area, and so a lot of coal miners, a lot of farming in our family. And then the other half of my time was spent in Newport News, Virginia, on a military base there. So I've kind of been a little bit around everywhere, but I would say that my home base has always been here in southeastern Ohio for probably about the last 30 years. So.
Okay. And tell us about your immediate family.
Yeah, so immediate family. I've been married to my husband, 17 years. I know that's sad, isn't it? We've been together since high school. I have 2 kids. I actually have believe it or not, I have a sophomore in college, just turned 19. She goes to Tiffin University, so she's a dragon. And she cheers for them, has since she was little. And I have a 13-year-old son who goes to Tri-Valley Middle School, so runs cross country there, and that's a little bit about my immediate family on that side. So,
what are some of your other hobbies or interests that you might have?
So I'm a huge advocate for 4-H, as you know. I became a 4-H member when I was 8 years old, and I should clear through in Guernsey County. And after the minute I could become an advisor, I became an advisor, and I now have my own club over there. We grew from 5 kids to 27 kids in a matter of 2 years, and now I have like 43, I think. I'm a huge advocate for knowing where your food comes from, and gardening, and miscellaneous projects, and public speaking, and just shaping those individuals into the leaders of tomorrow. I also, anything that my kids are involved in, like I said, my daughter cheered since 3rd grade, so I think clear from Biddy League, football, Tri-Valley, clear through college, I don't think I've missed maybe a handful of games, and then Mac runs cross country, so really anything that they're involved in is kind of where my hobbies land. And I occasionally like a good run when I can get that in, but that doesn't happen too often anymore.
All right. Well, so if someone's watching this video and maybe they're a new client of ours, or they're deciding if they want to come in to have a meeting with me, what is the biggest piece of advice you might give to someone if they're maybe they're just dealing with their estate planning, maybe they're worrying about long-term healthcare costs down the road, or maybe they're right in the middle of it right now, where they had a loved one that had to go to a nursing home yesterday and they're not sure what to do. What is your best advice?
I think the best advice that I could give anybody is that, first of all, I speak from experience, just not from being a part of this team, but also from a personal level of being there when I had ailing grandparents who died very close together and both were extremely sick. And I know from my family standpoint that proceeding with the planning options that we have here, I would 100% do it for my family. And I know how hard they have worked in their lives. I know how hard I've worked in my life. And just to know that there is a way that I can protect assets or that I can preserve for the next generation and know that I can get the care that is needed. I think that that's one of the biggest pushes to say that this is the right move for you. If that's your biggest concern, one of your concerns is that you have worked hard and you've scrimped and saved and you've raised babies and you've put kids through college and whatever the case may be, the last thing that you want it to do is just to be squandered away on healthcare when it's really not necessary. And I think that would be the biggest push there.
All right. Well, so if you're watching this and you have more questions about whether it's estate planning, Medicaid, or veterans benefits, feel free to give us a call. And as you know, Court, we have a lot of things that are available on our website. I just recently published a book. We have several reports that are available as well, and so you're welcome to download those and get some more information. But thanks for doing this today. I appreciate you doing it, and this is a chance for everyone to learn a little bit more about our team. So until next time, have a great day. Thanks.